Hello, good morning. I want to welcome you to Standish Wood, which has become one of my favourite places to come over the last 16 years. Never ceases to give some sense of amazement, wonder, connection with nature, and there are 3 ancient monuments within this wood. Well, 4, but 3 of different ages. You get a nice progression of Neolithic, Bronze Age, Iron Age, going steadily eastwards. Amazing trees all the way through the woods, just such a big sense of delight. You also get brilliant views looking to the south and west over to the River Severn, Stonehouse, to the south over Stroud towards Nailsworth. Always a joy up here. You've got this very evocative name of Robbers Road going up here. It stretches through the woods east-west. As you go through the wood, you will come across a number of gateposts which look suspiciously like standing stones. Could they be part of the Barrows that are up here? Possibly, but there are a lot of quarry sites as well, so quarry upcast or standing stones repurposed into gateposts. The first prehistoric site you're going to come to up here is this long barrow, 6,000-year-old Neolithic long barrow. Would have once been very prominent on the hilltops, like some of the barrows still are around here, but now it is concealed from its kind of precedence over the area. It is on the highest point in these woods. Coming up here, you can see there's still quite a throughput of bikes cutting it up and over the tops. It is an amazing wood for bicycle trails, but there's getting too many coming up over. There's a lot of erosion going on. Over the years, I have come across little fire pits left up here as well. And the next prehistoric sites to come to are 2 round barrows that I've been coming up here 16 years and didn't know these were here until like the last few weeks. I've not had cause to look at the map because I come here quite frequently, but then I was looking at the map and I saw that there are 2 round barrows denoted on the map. So I opened up the Ordnance Survey app and homed in on them. And yes, indeed, there are 2 very depleted, but when you know what you're looking for, definitely there, round barrows. Okay, so I've stood on the edge of the eastern round barrow. You can see that already the undergrowth for this year is on the way up, and so it's not going to be that many months before they get largely covered over by bracken, brambles for the season. You can see that there's a track been developing here as a cut through, so people are coming close to it, but I doubt if most will be aware that they're actually walking on Bronze Age burial sites. Right, I'm now stood in the middle of the longest prehistoric monument in these woods. It is an Iron Age cross dyke or cross ridge dyke, and this one bisects the spur going from south to north. Would have been continuous, but it's been truncated in 2 places by the cut through of footfall and bikes, and I guess possibly even motorised vehicles in more recent years when they've been up here. So you end up with it in 3 blocks. In the summer, this is a towering mass of vegetation. At the moment, you can see it's like the denuded, bare earthen mound with vegetation stuff starting to come up for this year. We'll track the cross ridge dyke from south to north and take a few photographs along the way whilst the vegetation is still low this year. You know what, in 16 years coming up to these woods, I've never been to the very southern tip of the cross ridge dyke here, but you know what, you can actually appreciate it's a pretty decent escarpment. Now, what would be the function of the cross ridge dyke, the cross dyke? Not defensive. You think of the Iron Age and you think of the Iron Age defended hilltop sites like the hill forts. This is probably administrative or for helping enclose livestock in a given area. Just cuts across the ridge in the most easy, direct manner possible on the south-facing slopes of the cross ridge dyke and the neighbouring woodland. You can see this green flush coming through. Got wild garlic and bluebells beginning to push up through. Encouraging sign that spring's on the way. I'm here at the northern part of the cross dyke, looking south with the camera in that direction. I'll turn around and show you the northern view in a moment because it opens up quite beautifully. But you get a real good sense of the dyke's length from here. Let's show you the northern view. You can get an idea as to why the dike becomes unnecessary, because the hillside just drops off. So this nicely cuts across the entire length of the ridge. Behind me over there is Haresfield Beacon and Haresfield Topograph. You've got an Iron Age hill fort site over there. I really recommend these woods to you. Ancient sites, great trees, great atmosphere. Every visit, and I've been here a lot of times now, every visit is memorable. Every visit is soul nourishing.